What's going on, YouTube? All right, so let's go over the review of the most expensive hand tool that I own. I bought this with my own money, which you probably won't see another review on YouTube right now. I tried looking for a few, and it seems like Milwaukee gives a couple of channels these tools to review. So I bought this with my own money. Let's get into my owner review of this 14-inch Milwaukee cutoff saw. All right, Milwaukee's MX 314-XC. Gotta look at my notes for that one. 14-inch cutoff saw, full 14-inch capacity. Let's get into it. I'll see if I have some B-roll tape here for this, so you guys don't have to look at my face this whole time. But I think this thing retails for $24.99 as a kit. You get two 406. That's the MX FXC 406 batteries and a charger. And the tool itself for $2,500, and I have an additional two batteries for a total of 4, and two chargers because they ran a kit, which I'll link in the description below. The exact kit that I got for free. I think it's like a $1,200 kit now. I'm not sure if Milwaukee's running this special anymore. So I basically got the tool, 4 batteries, and 2 additional chargers. And I had to buy bought Milwaukee's general universal blade for like $200 for $2,700 plus tax, so $2,800. And I also have another. I have the water tank along with it. That was separate. I bought that separately as a kit too. So we're not going to review that right now. So I'm a little less than $3,000 into this this tool, bought and paid for. How do I like it? Right now, I do like it. I will say it's not a blowout, and I don't love it. There's some things about it that, a little disappointing, not gonna lie, but it serves a purpose, and I bought it for a reason, which is indoor use, and it completely, anyways, it is, okay, let's go with the pros first. I know I'm kind of scattered here. Pros, it's super quick start time. You make sure it's on, you press the button, safety, pull the trigger, it's gone. No recoils, no chokes, not gas powered, so you don't have to worry about mixture, you don't have to worry about exhaust, you don't have to worry about if it's going to start or not, choking, two-cycle engine, all that good stuff. So I have not used all concrete saws. I've still, in Husqvarna is the only ones I really have used or rented basically. So I don't know every saw. I don't do concrete all the time. This saw is low maintenance. Yeah, I mean, actually I've had no maintenance on it. Now we'll get into the cons as well for this tool. It is not a everyday cut through concrete saw. It does not replace gas outside. Anybody who says it does, it doesn't. Because for one, I used it on a deck job. You guys have seen cutting through I think 6, maybe 6.5 in some places as far as concrete, and it struggles with the heat. It struggles because your battery, you get about 10 minutes. You can get about 6 to 7 feet. Per actual use, 6 to 7 feet full depth cutting on concrete per battery, per 406 battery. I don't have any of the smaller XC or any of the smaller MX FUEL batteries. I do have 4 of the big ones, and you get about 7 feet of linear cutting at full depth. That being said, when you're cutting, it obviously when the battery is discharging, it's heating up, and then also when it charges, it warms up. So we do run into, if we're trying to use it, repeatedly, just keep going. For one, you're going to need more than 4 batteries, and these batteries are not cheap. I think right now, link in the description. Right now, at the time of recording this, they're about $600 a piece. So I have 4 of them. So you're looking $2,400 in batteries, and I've got to let them cool down. And if it's not availability to cool down, then production kind of comes not to a halt, but we've got to find other things to do while we let the tool cool, not the tool, but the batteries themselves cool down. The batteries themselves have protection, overload, and heat. They will shut themselves off, which is great. I don't want to ruin my investment for sure. But at the same time, that's a problem that a gas-powered saw does not have, as long as it's running correctly, obviously. So keep that in mind. This is not going to be, if you run concrete all the time, don't buy this saw. It's not going to be for you. But I will say, for what I'd need it for, small concrete jobs, indoor work, cutting out basements for running inside electrical, plumbing, all that kind of stuff for trades, because I can either charge them or save myself money on that, which I just charge the customer, obviously. it works. It works great, actually. It's very nice. It's low maintenance. I haven't had any maintenance whatsoever. It's convenient. It's very convenient. Just basically make sure the battery's on, it's charged, turn it on with the button on top of the trigger, the handle, and safety, and pull the trigger, and you're working. So no need to worry about gas. As long as you have an electrical outlet to charge the batteries, that's basically all you need. So Milwaukee did knock it out of the park with that. This is the only MX Fuel tool I own. I will say that. So this is the only, I mean, they're pretty expensive, but they are contractor. They are professional use only. You're not going to see any homeowners buying these tools. That is pretty much the gist of it. Do I like it? Absolutely. Would I recommend it? Yes, I would recommend it for what it's meant to be. Like pavers, we're getting into, pavers and small cutting. I have not had to cut. I've cut some rebar with it, which it eats it up. Not so much some iron pipe. I think that's what it's actually meant to, is for iron pipe. And because it can do, from what everybody says, it can do just like a full tank of gas for 2 batteries, cutting pipe and, rebar and stuff like that. But when full depth concrete, that's where this saw struggles a little bit, which is where I kind of need it. But at the same time, it's battery powered, cordless. I don't need to worry about it. Gas inside a customer's house, all that kind of stuff. I'm super happy with that. It's a tool it's an investment. Really, it is. It weighs about 32 pounds, 31.9 pounds. It is heavy. It is bulky. But it's a saw. Like it is absolutely, it's as advertised. I'll say that as much. Milwaukee's not trying to blow any smoke up anybody's butt as far as what they're saying it can and can't do. If I wanted to run it, like say nonstop, like if I just wanted to be able to keep my guys working with it, I think I would need 8 batteries. I think that's probably letting batteries, because it takes about 90 minutes to charge a battery completely dead to all the way charged, not 80%, but all the way 90 minutes. I think we can get 80% charged in about 50 minutes or so. But if you want a fully charged battery, Milwaukee says 90 minutes. And I think I did my testing. I think that's about right. Then they obviously do. I can't plug in both of my MX Fuel chargers and my charging station because my inverter, the amperage it's over 15 amps it draws. So anyways, just separate on different breakers, right? So the batteries, let's get into the batteries. The batteries, MX FXC 406s, they are just over 10 pounds each. They are big batteries. They use a 21700 lithium ion cells. They use 40 of them. In case you're wondering, Milwaukee's high output 12 amp hour battery uses 15. So that's in case you want to know. This is a 80 volt max, but it's 72 working nominal volts system. That's what this system runs off of. It's not an 18 volt system. It's a 72 running volt system. The 406 packs are 6 amp hours. If you guys kind of want to guess, but that's what you're running with the 406s. Will they come out with 12 amp hour or 12 amp 72 running? I mean, yeah, it's gonna be a huge battery for sure. Or maybe they can wait till solid state batteries come out. Anyways, those batteries are big, but they sit on the tool. They give it weight, which the tool needs to obviously push down to cut through concrete for what I need it to do, and cut through stones and all that kind of stuff. So it is fantastic as far as the batteries. They're well made. They got great rubber overmold. They seem to work great. Now I will say, taking the battery off the tool, you've got to push it in and then lift up. There's a little safety release, and then you lift up the battery and it slides right out. It took me a second to, I was like kind of fumbling with that because I was just trying to pull it straight out, and it didn't, you have to push it in and then it'll release itself. So it's kind of nice. I've had no problems. You can see in the video, if I run it here, I'm not nice. Well, my employee is not nice with this tool. We use it, we work with it, and it's been performing flawlessly. It's just the way you use it. Keep in mind, the batteries will overheat or go into overheat temperature shut off, and you just gotta let stuff cool down because we're working outside and it's not cold. Now, if I was gonna use this tool inside, and we used it inside in a basement, pretty temperate. We weren't in the direct sunlight. We didn't have much problem. I mean, that's what I bought the tool for. If we were doing small cuts for, brick pavers, stone, any kind of stuff like that, this tool is perfect because you don't need to worry about chokes. You don't need to worry about recoils for gas-powered saws. You can just press a couple buttons, safety, pull the trigger, make your cut, let it sit. So very nice, very convenient. I look forward to this tool is in my arsenal, and I'm super, super stoked that it is. So is it going to, like some channels I've seen, is it going to replace your concrete saw? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. It will not, because you're going to need that. I have had rented one since because I needed to get production. That's a different story. It was basically the batteries were charging, but they're obviously were hot, and we're going to have to, 15 cuts. I don't want to spend all day on that waiting for batteries to cool down so we can use them. I just needed to get the job done. So it's not going to replace your concrete saw. It will replace your concrete saw if you need to do stuff inside, because you shouldn't be using gas powered saws inside anyway. That's all I have for this video. That's my review. I mean, what else do you guys leave your comments inside on the channel underneath. 3, 2, 1. Leave your comments in the comment section. Obviously, let me know what you guys think about this tool. It's fantastic. I am super happy with it, but at the same time, it does have its limitations. Like and subscribe, you guys. I'll see you in the next video.